Alright, Salakia, man. Uh, Fucking phone overheated. Salak. I put it in, I kind of put it, try to put it out the sun. That bitch was just right up in the sun. But it ain't a hot day today. It's kind of humid, but I don't know. You know, it's kind of humid, but it's not enough for it to be overheating like that. I don't like that shit. So hopefully it don't do that again. It's a lot. But I was reading in Job, the 5th chapter, starting at the 17th verse. It says, "Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth." Okay, and how do you take correction? Well, first off and foremost, you gotta hearken unto the men of the Lord. Okay, because who are the voice of the Lord? Okay, when you go into you know who the voice of the Lord is. The Lord speaks through his servants, the prophets. So, you know, to hearken unto Yahweh Shema Shai, to hearken unto the Most High, is to hearken unto the prophets. So let me get that preset real quick, and then I'll continue back on. Salak. Salak is Salak. Bear with me while I look for this priest. It's in Luke 1 or it's in Luke 2. Damn, hold on. Let me try. Let me look at Luke 2 real quick. Cause I know there is one. Oh, here you go, right here. This is Luke 1:70. I thought I must have missed it. It says, I'm gonna start at 69. Luke 1:69. It says, "And he have raised up a horn of salvation." Okay, who is Yahweh Shai? Yahweh Shai is the one that's sitting on the throne of David. All right, that's gonna redeem us, man. Okay, and that throne of David is gonna be that throne, that rulership that's gonna extend. Okay, and be a perpetual, eternal rulership forever, with the 144,000 first fruit elect spirits. Lord, when we be a part of that number, are going to be the governing body of the kingdom. The head will be Yahweh Shai. Under Yahweh Shai be the head, and then under him will be King David. You know, back in reincarnation. You know, and under that will be the 12. Well, yeah, it'd be King David the 12, but King David is part of the 12, so yeah. Because he's Peter, you know. If you can receive that, you can receive it. That's not what this lesson is about, but nonetheless, I'm just showing you the heavenly order. So it'd be Yahweh Shai, King David the 12, and then the elect, the rest of the other first fruit spirits that the Lord Yahweh Shai is dealing with. And those spirits are going to set up and bring forth and push order on the earth. All right, because we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye. We're going to have spiritual bodies. All right, and what we see going on right now today, all this wickedness, and things of that nature is not going to be going on in the kingdom of the Most High Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, reading on, I want to bring that out to show you that the voice of the Lord is through the men of the Lord. All right, through the prophets. It says, and he raised up a horn of salvation unto us and his servant in the house of his servant David. It says verse 70, the point. And he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets since the world began. All right, the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai has been speaking, and the voice of the Lord is through his men. All right, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, according to Amos, has revealed unto us the secrets. Okay, and a part of those secrets is knowing that this place is finna get destroyed, knowing that this place is finna get hit with nuclear thermal missiles. That's how this place is ultimately going to go out. When you go into Joel, the 2nd chapter, that whole chapter, if you can receive it, speaks about the missiles. All right, I might get into a little bit of that. It says since we're talking about destruction. All right, and then maybe get the rest of that 2nd Ezra 16 chapter, man. You know. It says, behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrective, therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty. You know, when you come into this truth, man, the Lord gonna put you through some shit. You know, and you can be wondering, damn, why is this happening? Damn, why that happened? Why I just lose my job? Why my woman leave me? Why my car break down? Why everything that happens in your life, if the Lord is dealing with you, is all a test. It's all a trial to see, you know what I'm saying, especially the times that we're coming into of death, calamity, famine, plagues, destruction, people, sedition among men, all right, because it's getting bad out here. You know what I'm saying? If this government shutdown keep going, hey man, it's gonna get to the point where people are gonna go door to door, all right, eventually, you know, if it just keeps continuing, you know, because there's a lot of like the TSA, like air, the way that planes fly and things of that nature. Those are federal employees, I believe, and so the TSA people, they're not getting paid. How long can this government shutdown go? You can't let this shit keep going for 2 months. You mean to tell me this bitch don't got no money, but she's still coming to work and she's not even getting paid? And she, you know, if the government shutdown go for 2-3 months, I don't see how a person that's not getting paid at their job can still go and clock in. Like, that's insanity. You know what I mean? But this is where we are, and this is why, which should let you know, among other things, so many other things, that this place isn't our rest. So like it speaks about in Micah 2:10. Right? This isn't our rest. This isn't the place where we, you know what I'm saying, we're like I say, we're sweet at. All right, this is captivity, ultimately. All right, straight up captivity for the men of the Lord. All right, and this is why we out here. We come out here, all right, to tell you of the destruction, to tell you of the deliverance, and to tell you everything that's finna, you know, play out, you know, the will of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, so that the blood can be off our hands. We told you what it was. We told you that death and destruction was coming. We told you that y'all was gonna go into slavery. We told you that, you know what I'm saying, that they was gonna chip you. They were gonna attempt to RFID chip you. We told you. You know what I'm saying? We told you they were gonna crash the economy. They were gonna crash this kingdom. You know what I'm saying, to bring forth their new world order. We told you what was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You didn't believe us because, hey, it don't make no difference. I mean, I'm not here to be, you know, believed. I'm here to do my job, which is be one of the men of the Lord, through the Spirit of the Lord, willing to be a part of that number, and inform my people of the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. That's what we were instructed to do. Okay, so whether you hear it or whether you forbade, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing this for me and mines. You understand? And I don't even have mines. It's just really just me, you know. And plus, it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? This is the Spirit has been put on me and has compelled me to understand the truth, understand and be compelled to come out here and teach it and preach it, and to death do us part, because I know 100% that this is the right thing to do. There's a lot of things on earth that you can do. You know, you can go swim, you can go run, you can go biking, you can go play a sport, but that ain't. But this is what we're doing right here. What I'm doing right now, and what the men of the Lord that are doing across the world is as far as pushing His word, is the most paramount thing that you can do. You know what I'm saying? And it might seem like little, because the scripture said that through the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe, roughly paraphrasing 1 Corinthians. through the foolishness of preaching. This looks foolish, but this is what's going to save them that believe. And I believe, because I heard men, doing the same thing that I'm doing now, and they were doing it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, to save them that believe, man, it's all about the elect. It's all about the elect coming back to the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay, and call upon the name. All right, the name being Yahweh, the Son name being Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, these are the names of in which we have to call upon and to be delivered, to be saved. Okay, at the end of the day, no other name. Reading from the top again, it says, behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Therefore despiseth not thou the chastening of the Almighty. And I was speaking on that, how the Lord will put you through stuff, man, and that chastening, don't seem joyous while you're going through it. But if you have the spiritual mindset to know, like, man, the Lord's putting me through this for this reason, I gotta hold fast, I can't give up. Man, the Lord will put you through a situation that will 100% try your faith, that will have you questioning, like, what the fuck. But that's a test to see if you're gonna hold it down or you're gonna bitch up. You know what I'm saying? Because we come into some very evil and dark times, man. It ain't gonna be no food, ain't gonna be no lights out here. Okay, bitches gonna be getting raped, bitches gonna be screaming all over the damn place. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be murdering each other for fucking the one of all things. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's gonna be dark outside. Ain't gonna be no lights. Ain't gonna be no power. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no water. Ain't gonna be no. And food is not gonna be readily available. We're coming to some times, man. It's finna get crazy out here. It's finna stink out here, because people and Keisha and these damn Edomites finna be killing each other, and they finna have bodies all over this bitch. And nobody finna fucking clean these bodies up when they start to drop. But the Lord gonna deliver us from that. Let me read the rest of this. It says, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hands maketh whole. The Lord is the one that can do all these things, and he's gonna heal, and he's gonna bind through the spirit of power Yahweh Shemel Shai, through the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna deliver us through that name, and through that name we're gonna be binded up, and we're gonna be healed. All right. I'm speaking about you, so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, because right now we're in captivity. All right, but we're gonna be healed. We're gonna be made whole. Okay, the Lord's gonna beautify the children of Israel, starting off first and foremost with the elect. All right. Verse 19. It says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, and 7 there shall no evil touch thee. All right, and this is what we're looking forward to. We're not going to worry about no damn snap. We're not worried about the government shutdown, because we are not sustained. No one sustains us, Lord willing. Like I said, we be a part of that number. We be the men of the Lord. No one sustains us, or should sustain us, outside of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When there's no food, we're finna pray. When shit hit the fan, we're finna pray. Okay? We're finna call upon the name of the Lord. Okay, and this is what we're instructing, and this is what we're telling those that listen to us, those that follow us, because I'm only simply warning of the destruction, man. All right, because we're in the midst of the shutdown. All right, and it's only gonna intensify. It's only gonna get worse, man. Okay, especially if you know what I'm saying, those that go down to Egypt for help, going down to Babylon, hoping for this place to bounce back. They hoping that these damn Edomite white people, which that's what they are. Let's keep it a bean. Let's keep it a buck. They're white people, so-called, right? We're not black and they're not white. They just made that shit up. Anyway, they made it up in 1681 in Virginia, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably, if I remember, I'll put exactly in the description box when the term white people or white person or white whatever came into law. But it was around 1681 in Virginia, if my memory serves me correct. But anyway, you wait for some fucking Edomites, so-called, right? I mean, not so-called, but some so-called white people over there in DC or wherever the fuck they at, to make a bill, to make a law, so that you can get some snap. But what you could do is is stay off your enemy. Stay away from your enemies. Quit getting nerves from your enemy and get nerves from your how about you shot. All right. Reading on. He shall deliver thee in 6 trouble, yea, in 7 shall no evil touch thee. The point here, in famine, because that's times that we're coming into. That's one of the plagues. In famine shall he redeem thee from death, in war, from the power of the sword. All right, we're going to be delivered from famine, which is a lack of food, and from the sword, which is any instrument that can kill. So we're talking about guns, we're talking about missiles, we're talking about knives, we're talking about hands, we're talking about anything. All right, the sword. The Lord's going to deliver us from these things, man. Okay, and so we have confidence, we have hope. Let me get a precept on that, on that real quick. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Get this precept here. We gotta have faith coming to the times that we're coming into right here. Get a precept. Fucking man, where we at? Hebrews 10:35.